COVID has clearly raised the levels of anxiety. And listen, we all mourn and pray for loved ones lost, etc. But we shouldn't lose sight of the good that COVID has brought. I mean, there is good that has come out of COVID. The proverbial, silver lining to the cloud, I think, is the saying. But one of the good things about COVID is it has rapidly transformed and accelerated the adoption of virtual care in the healthcare system. And why is that important? Well, that's important, again, as you go back to accessibility and equity and fairness. It has made it so people, think about the person that was working in a factory, the person that's working on an hourly clock that's getting paid by the hour, the person at the grocery store. It's difficult for them to leave, to go, even if their employer covers the cost. Are they going to leave at 2:00 in the afternoon to get back at 4:00 after going to an appointment, even if there is a psychologist around? What COVID has done is it's rapidly transformed psychology to being delivered to a large degree virtually, whether it's just regular synchronous care, which you would do in a clinic before, you now do on a video like we're doing right now, or whether it's really forced people to look hard at the new technologies like our guided therapy that's as effective, as you point out, as the in-person therapy. It's really increased the accessibility and the availability and the acceptance of it. And so, we say a lot about what COVID's done bad, but there's a ton that COVID has done good. And, I applaud the governments around Canada who have done it, whether it's, the provincial government of Ontario making it, really increasing their support for mental health. That's a very good thing. People were suffering before COVID. They're suffering after. They're going to suffer after COVID. In fact, I was studying the New York Times this weekend, said it lasts for up to 6 years. Studies that we've done say it lasts, the real pandemic, the echo pandemic doesn't hit for 2 or 3 years, when people are back to whatever normal becomes, and they realize, well, normal wasn't what it was. And all of a sudden they realize all of the anxiety and stress they've gone through, and then they need help. I think we're going to see an echo pandemic here. The data is pretty clear that we're going to see an echo pandemic. We can see parts of it now in the early stages. But COVID has, in a good way, made mental health care accessible and available. It has democratized and forced democracy of it. Will people go back to in-person care more? Right now, we don't even offer in-person care. Our clinics are closed according with health guidelines. Of course, we've kept our clinic closed. Our clinics will reopen. Do we expect some people to return? Yeah, we do. But we expect a lot of people to say, you know what? This is a faster, better, cheaper, easier, lower barrier way for me to get effective mental health care. I'm sticking with this.